moment of truth and justice and the way. I don't even want to say American way. What's up, everyone? YouTube was quick. Rockfin going slower. Rockfin lost. It's not a competition, but YouTube was first. You know how it is. I gotta wait. I gotta see it. There's a delay, but I gotta wait and see it because I don't have an on-site producer. I feel like, do I have a spot on my? Oh, I do. All right. Where's a lens cloth? Let me see if there's one in here. I just noticed it now. I totally have a spot on my glasses. Uh Here, I'm gonna go grab a lens cloth. I know this is weird. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I hope everyone is okay. Um I hope you all were okay in my absence. Is everyone all right? Is everyone getting along? You guys, did you figure out climate change? Did you save the world? So yeah, man, my glasses. I don't know how I didn't, but yeah, I felt like I was looking through. I felt like I was like underwater. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, my glasses are bad. This is what my face looks like when I don't have my glasses on. I know it's kind of weird. Um, I thought about getting contacts. I'm scared of them. Is anyone else like that? Like you scared? I don't mind getting, like shots. Like it doesn't bother me. I don't mind, going to the doctor. I don't mind any of that stuff. The only time I get a little queasy magoo is at the eye doctor. The eye doctor freaks me out. I get kind of panicky, and I'm kind of, yeah, I don't like it. Like they blow that stuff in your eyes. I'm weird about my eyes. Like eyes are kind of, yeah. Whenever I get a migraine and like my eyes are kind of, how like you feel it like in your sinuses up there and stuff. And I uh I always get worried that something is horribly wrong. Eyes freak me out. Eyes freak me out. One time I uh One time I told this girl, this was many, many years ago when I was younger and more foolish than I am now. I'm not as young and I want to say slightly less foolish. Although, am I? I don't know. Maybe I'm not. But uh but I remember I said to this girl, "I love your beautiful blue eyes." And she said, "Ron, I have green eyes." And I said, "I know, I was messing with you." And she said, "I don't think so." And I said, "Believe me, I spend enough time staring at your eyes. I know what color they are." And then she said, "Ron, my eyes are brown." No, I'm just kidding. No, just I don't know if that line worked or not. I don't think she bought it. As she shouldn't have. I totally just but 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 time out before you decide that I'm the bad guy in this story. Um Pretty sure I'm colorblind. I'm pretty sure I have some kind of I'm pretty sure I'm like slightly colorblind. I've never been diagnosed before. You know what I mean? Can you be diagnosed? I'm sure you can. I don't know how exactly, but I'm pretty sure I have a certain amount of like I'm slightly colorblind. One time, my wife, well then girlfriend, now wife, but we were meeting somewhere. Like we were in San Diego, and she was off doing something with friends, and I was doing something else like comedy related. Like I think I had like a lunch or something, and then we were meeting up after. And she goes, "Hey, we're in the parking lot. We're in the red car." And I said, "There is not a red car anywhere here. Like I'm standing right. There's no red car." And she goes, "No, no, no. There's a red car." And I'm like, "There is no red car." And she goes, "Look, I see you. Come over to us." And she starts like waving, and I see them. And I walk over to that car and I say, "This is purple. I don't know what planet you guys are on. This is a purple car. And my girlfriend, now wife, says, this is a red car. And her friend goes, this is a red car. So then I was like, this is a problem. They pull out the title, and the title says red. So I think I have some slight color blindness. I don't think it's like super severe, but I think I have certain shades. I have a little bit of color blindness. Yeah. So anyway, maybe I did honestly think that girl had whatever, blue or green or blue. I don't know. I was a freshman in high school when it happened. I thought it was a pretty okay save, or attempt at a save. But I don't think she bought it. She shouldn't have. I mean, really, let's be honest. Welcome to the Patreon stream, everybody. This is a more laid back, chilled out stream where I respond. I guess all my shows are chilled out, though. I mean, why am I saying all my shows are just conversational and random, and you never know when I might go on a cat tangent. And some of you appreciate it, some of you hate it, and you let me know. You're like, I do not want to see a comedian having fun. That upsets me. Tell me how horrible things are in Yemen. Tell me that the climate is collapsing and we're all going to die. If I don't hear that, I can't come. I don't watch comedians on YouTube for them to actually have fun and laugh about anything. And I'm just like, why are you okay? Anyway, so, for those folks, sorry to disappoint you, but this is the patron stream. This is where I respond directly to the patrons and the Rockfin Premium members. And it goes out to everyone. It goes out to everybody, but then the replay is only available on Patreon or Rockfin. And how can you become a patron if you're not already? Patreon.com/Ron Placone, or of course, join Rockfin Premium for a give what you can level over on my Patreon. I do not have tiers, TIERS, no tiers. You get the replay of this stream and every patron stream. I do one once a week. A patron Zoom show once a week where we hang out. I do some songs. I tell some jokes. I work on some new material. And we're going to keep that going. I mean, I started that because of the pandemic when Zoom shows started becoming a thing. And I'm going to keep that going. I don't think that Zoom shows are a substitute for the real thing. They're certainly not. But I feel like in this context, it's when they're a useful tool. You know what I mean? I can't perform once a week because for my patrons physically, because people live all over the freaking world. But we can kind of meet up online once a week. And I think that's really cool. So those are going to continue even post-pandemic. So for those of you, like maybe you live in a place that I don't get to tour in all that often, or maybe you just, can't come out to a live show for whatever reason, that's a way to kind of hang out, to kind of hang. So that happens once a week, and I will make you a theme song. Do you think you need a theme song? You definitely do. Life's too short to not have a theme song, and I will make you a theme song, and you can get all that for as low as $1 a month. Patreon.com/Ron Placone. All right, so let's see what the patrons are saying. We're going to start with Chris here. Chris sends this in. So Chris is kind of, he just sends a link. And he just kind of leaves it there. I don't know what it's going to be. Chris just sends a news article or a story that is of noteworthiness to him that he wants to share with me, and he says nothing. He's like, he just drops it, and he goes, no words necessary. And I like that. Usually, it's about cops being assholes. Let's see what Chris has in store for us this week. Y'all ready? Let me scroll up to the headline. Oh, it's about cops being assholes. Chris, you're the guy, man. Chris is he always shares stuff, which is great. I mean, I'm not like it's cool. Chris, I should get you a segment on the show where it's just like, are cops still dicks with Chris? That just goes to you and you're like, yep, still dicks. And then you share something. That'd be fun, man. And I've met Chris in person before. He's a very very cool guy, very personable guy. He's good people. And yeah, anyway. Are cops still Chris, if you ever thinking about starting like a segment or a show or a podcast, I mean, maybe you should consider, Are cops still dicks with Chris? Feel free to run with it, buddy. You have anyway, bunch of trogs. Review of Northern California Police Squad. Toxic culture is expanding. Okay, so I guess they said that. They called people a bunch of trogs. Here's what they do. The sergeant and officers, this is in, where is this? Eureka, California. Yeah, Northern California, Eureka. I think Chris is out that way. The sergeant and officers compared people living on the streets to pigeons. That's disgusting. They likened them to troglodytes who could be organized like bowling pins or corralled into a burning building. Wow. They joked about decapitating them with helicopter blades while they slept downtown. Whew. Okay. After 11 weeks of interviews and a trickle of new details, the outside investigation into dehumanizing and violent text messages at a Northern California police department is at most only halfway completed. So there's more of these gems, apparently, with yet another supervisor sidelined indefinitely and unease apparent through the ranks. Eureka Police Chief Steve Watson put one of his top-ranking officers, Captain Patrick O'Neill, on paid administrative leave May 17th. In a written statement over the weekend, city officials declined to say what prompted the move, or whether it was connected to the ongoing third-party review of the text messages among subordinates. I thought it was just a few bad apples. It's not a few bad apples, folks. It's a systemic rot because it's a systemic problem. And a systemic problem needs a systemic solution. The way the police are organized, they are a legalized gang of bloodthirsty maniacs and murderers. They uphold white supremacy. That's why white supremacists have been infiltrating the police for years and decades. There are white supremacist gangs in police forces all over the country. There are other types of gangs in police forces all over the country. They know that they will be given a gun and a license to kill. So if you want to kill, that's what you do. And if you enter the police force with good intentions, they weed you out real quick. Talk to some of those good cops that aren't cops anymore. See what they have to say about it. I've actually had that experience in my life. I met somebody who was a genuinely good dude who wanted to become a police officer because he genuinely did want to serve and protect. They got rid of him real quick. He did not last. And he had a lot of interesting stories. Anyway, so my point is, a systemic problem deserves a systemic solution. You can't just say, oh, it's a couple bad apples. No, it's a systemic rot. And you need to overhaul and redo the system completely. That's what needs to happen. What would you do, Ron? I wrote an article about it. Go to my Substack. The article is called New Police, Please. New Police, Please. You can just Google that. Ron Placone, New Police, Please. It'll come up. And I lay out exactly what I would do in regards to the police. In short, I would defund, demilitarize, abolish, and reinvent. That's what I would do. But I would actually do it. I know people give lip service like, oh, we're going to reinvent the way law. And really all that means is they're going to do nothing. They're going to give police more money because they say they need it. I would actually reinvent what it means to have law enforcement in our life. Because when you think about the job of a police officer, it's absolutely ridiculous that a job like that actually exists. We should totally just redo what it means to have law enforcement in our life. Anyway, and if you're curious what I would do, you can find it. So, well, what would you do? I wrote an article saying exactly what I would do. Anyway, and honestly, there's some interesting stuff in there. In my plan, you could get paid to become a black belt in karate, should you choose to. Seriously, go look at the details. I lay it out. I lay out exactly what I would do. And if you, well, what if there's a murder, Rod? Or what if there's a violent altercation? I lay out what I would do in that situation. I understand that happens in the world. I lay out what I would do. And I think under my plan, the police would actually be helpful in that situation. How often have police helped a violent altercation? I mean, I know it has happened, but I mean, more often than not, they get there, I mean, and they just kind of take a report. But anyway, so what would you do, Ron? I laid out exactly what I would do. Check it out. And I don't know. I mean, I may need to tweak it some. I mean, it's not like cast in stone. Like I'm sure there's some ways it could be even better, but yeah, I laid out exactly what I would do. Uh, and again, for anyone who's interested, New Police Please is the name of that article. Um, yeah. So there you go. Thank you for that, Chris. You are very consistent, my friend. It's always cop stories. And I hope all is well up in Northern California. And I hope to see you. We're hopefully getting back out on the road this fall. Fingers crossed. We're making some plans. We should have some announcements. And by we, I mean Graham Elwood and myself. We should have some solid announcements very soon. And we're going to be making up most, if not all, of our tour dates. There's a couple places they're a little slower to reopen. We might push those until next year. We're still a bit in the fog, but we're hoping by the end of this month to really know where we stand and to have tour dates to announce. And a lot of them. All right. Thank you, Chris. That went from police brutality to tour dates. Welcome to Get Your News On with Rod. Huh? Nina, what's up, Nina? See, unlike Chris, Nina always writes a preamble. Nina flexes their poetic muscle and writes me a little write-up before, which by the way, another part of the patron stream for those of you who are newer is that patrons decide what we talk about. Patrons and Rockman Premium members, they drop ideas and news articles and stories that they like, and that's what we talk about on the show. And I'm just kind of seeing it all for the first time and just responding to it in real time. That used to be what Get Your News On with Ron was entirely. Like that used to be the entire Get Your News On with Ron show. But then it got to the point where people would just be tweeting me stuff like all the time, and I wouldn't have a chance to look at it at all. And then people would get mad if I didn't get to them. So it just became too much. So I had to kind of change the premise of the show. But for the patron stream, I I still do it that way. Anyway, what's up, Nina? So here's Nina's preamble. Y'all ready? Golly gee willikers, Batman. Isn't this open pit mine just so groovy? You have to marvel at the breathless admiration this mining website has for a time-lapse video of a copper mine spreading out like a metastasizing cancer. In the last paragraph, the total oblivious roll call of the various foreign corporate owners of this Chilean resource is the icing on the cake. All right, so let's see what this is. This is a mine. Let's take a look-see here. I don't know what this is gonna be. Boom. Check this out. 21 years of Kalahuse. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Kalahuse mining in 21 seconds. So this is what they do. Take a moment to view this exciting compilation of Landsat 4, 5, and 8. All right. Exciting is one way to put it, I guess. So is this a video? No, this isn't a video. All right. So user Sentinel Hub has expressed 21 years of satellite imaging into a time lapse of 21 seconds, showing how the world's second largest open pit copper mine grew over the years. They make it out like this is like nature, but it's not. It's us messing with nature. All right. So is this where's the thing? Is it this guy? Here we go. Let's see if this. Yeah. All right. So where's their thing? This is just their Twitter. I want to see the mine thing. What the hell, Sentinel people? Are you guys? Where's the mine thing for 21 years? I don't see it. This is just some dude tweeting. I don't know. Who are these? Who? Sentinel Hub. Well, I guess this link went bad or something. Let me see if there was something else. All right. So that wasn't it. Oh, wait. This must be it. Oh, yeah. I didn't. All right. I screwed up. I'm sorry. Oh, here it is. All right. You guys ready? Let's watch it. No, look at that. So there's the mining over 21 years. Look at this. Huh? That's Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't think I like this. Uh, Continuous mining operations at the colossal copper mine, Calahuse copper mine in Chile. 21 years compressed to 21 seconds. So they're like celebrating this stuff, I guess. And all right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs about like mining and all the details, but I don't see how you could look at something like this and be like, oh, it's beautiful. Like, oh, this is great. But again, I'm not an expert on what's on involved with that and what exactly, you know, all the environmental impacts. I'm sure that there's a lot of implications I'm not aware of. So there you go. But thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that, Nina. As I mean, look at that. Do you think they'll? I bet they'll do something for fracking years from now. They'll be like 21 years of fracking. Look at this. It's kind of like when Brian Williams was like, "I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons." They make it out like they compare it to like a fireworks show or some, or they compare it to like a comet. Like, oh, the beauty of our weapons. This kills people, Brian. You psychopath. Oh, check it out. 21 years of mining, 21 years of just wrecking the environment. Look at us go. It's beautiful. Check out these fracking. Look at, I heard someone once compare the fracking well, like near their property to a nightlight. Like, it's like our society is so nuts. Like, when you think about it, like we are, especially here in the United States. And I know that mine was in Chile, but here in the United, I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. Like, and I'm not saying that people can't create beautiful things, but celebrate beautiful creations. Don't compare, environmental prowess and environmental destruction and like exploiting the environment for profit. Don't compare that to nature. Oh, look at this. Look at this drilling site. 21 years of it, baby. It's awesome. Anyway, all right. So thank you for that, Nina. Fun times. And we go to Pazimors. What's up, Pazimors? Pazimors just say, here you go. They're a little subtle about it too. They're more in Chris's camp. Nina gives a summary. Nina gives a write-up. Chris, Pazimors, they just kind of drop it. They're like, here you go. And you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. What am I gonna see? I don't know. But here we go. Let's hit it. Well, this looks depressing as hell. Black Michigan boy shot in the arm after retrieving bike from neighbor's yard. Wonderful. Jesus. Neighbor arrested and released 3 days later. Okay, so I guess the neighbor shot the kid. I automatically assumed it was a cop, but but I guess it was a neighbor. Not that, that makes it any better. I'm just saying. A man is alleged to have threatened a 6-year-old black kid with a sledgehammer. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Before shooting him in the arm, all over the child's bike being in his yard. That's great reaction. That's great. So this is in Ypsilanti Township. How do you say? Is that how you say that? I know that's like right outside of Detroit. Ypsilanti. I've driven through this many times, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Ypsilanti? It's a very beautiful area. I mean, you guys know me. I love Detroit, and I love all the lakes around there. And I have family in Ann Arbor, or I did. They're actually not in Ann Arbor anymore. They've left. But yeah. Anyway, so in Ypsilanti Township, 6-year-old black child was shot in the arm by his neighbor, who reportedly was upset that the child's bicycle was in front of his yard. The neighbor, an Asian man, first allegedly threatened the boy with a sledgehammer after he went to retrieve his bike. Then the man went inside his home and fired a shot through his front window, striking the child. Now the boy's father understandably wants to know why a man who could have killed his child and is charged with assault with intent to murder is free on bond after spending only 3 days in jail. Wow. I'm trying to figure out how he got a bond so low for trying to kill my kid, Arnold Daniel told Fox 2 Detroit in regards to his son Kobe being shot by 29-year-old Ryan Lanyoin, who was arrested by the county sheriff. I'm not pronouncing any of this stuff. Daniel said the incident began when the kids were outside riding their bikes, and they eventually stopped and left one of the bikes in front of this person's house. Jeesh. Wow. Well, so here's a quote from the kid himself, Kobe, the kid, the 6-year-old. He tried hitting me with a sledgehammer, but that's not going to work because I'm too fast. Then he got a gun and boom, shot me right here. The bullet went through the boy's arm and he was rushed to the hospital. Daniel said the doctor told him that had the bullet been an inch in either direction, it likely would have killed Kobe. Well, I guess, obviously, thank goodness for that. I feel weird saying thank goodness when it comes to anything when a 6-year-old got shot, right? But obviously, thank goodness it did not kill the 6-year-old boy. Thank goodness the boy is alive. Holy shit. Over a bicycle in a yard. What the hell? A 6-year-old. Hey, could you please get your bike? That it just doesn't belong there. Do you mind getting your bike? All right, thank you. You be a good kid now. That's it. That's it. That's all that needed to happen there. That's all it. Just say, hey, could you please? He's 6 years old. 6 freaking years old. Wow, people are. I mean, what a society we live in. What a society we live in. Wow. All right. Yeah, I think the theme today was like this country has gone completely nuts. I mean, you have all these hateful cops. And by the way, this isn't it's not like this investigation, they're anything unique. This is what all police forces are like. And then you have a guy shoots a 6-year-old boy because he has a bike in their yard. And then, of course, let's celebrate the beauty of our minds. Look at these minds. They're so beautiful. Look at these. Look at these. Check out this fracking well. Isn't it sexy? Look at that fracking well. Fracking wells are going to have an OnlyFans by 2028. Look out for the fracking OnlyFans. Wow. Kate, what's up? Emailed a few articles regarding the Senate Budget Committee and Reconciliation post, your Tina Berg interview. Would love to hear about what the Senate Budget Committee and Biden administration can do versus what they say. Cool. I will check it out. And I'll check it out. I did get your email. I'm sorry I haven't responded yet, but I will go through it and I'll get back to you. And I'll try to. I think you recommended having Shahid Buttar on to talk about that, so I'll probably just do that. I'll probably just get Shahid Buttar on to talk about it because he understands that stuff better than I do and could probably explain it as far as what they could actually do. So I'll just try to get Shahid on to have that discussion. Thank you very much for the Super Chat contribution, Kate. And over on the Rockfin, Richard, what's up, buddy? Greetings from Shelly and Rich. Hi, Ron. Greetings from Shelly and Rich from the UK. Can't wait to see you in the UK, man. And Shelly as well. Can't wait to see you both. I have hope all as well for you guys in across the pond. You're a great guy. Keep punching up, brother. Thank you so much for that, Richard. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the Rockfin tip. You help keep this show on the air. And Kate, thank you very much for the Super Chat contribution. And yeah, can't wait. I want to get over hopefully either 2022 or 2023. One of those 2 years, UK touring is for sure in the cards. I want to say definitely 2022. But the thing is, right now, because of like Edinburgh getting canceled in 2020, they're all like kind of a year behind. So I feel like, and 2021 is still a bit murky, so it might be like 2022 is when they're making up everything from 2020, so it might be tough to tour in the UK then, but I'm hoping either 2022 or 2023 I hit the UK pretty hard, either Graham and myself or just me, I don't know, but yeah, I've been wanting to tour the UK since I started comedy. That was one of my big goals the day I started. I wanted to tour the UK. Oh, I wanted to tour the world as much as I could, but the UK was high on my list because I know that's a place where you can do that, outside of the United States. So, yeah, can't wait. And when I went over there, I finally got over there for the first time a couple years ago, and did a couple sets. I was mostly just on vacation, but I did a couple sets in London and I did a set in Dublin just for fun. And God, I had I can't wait. I can't wait till that happens. And it certainly will. So thank you very much for that, Richard. Thank you for the kind words over in the UK. And Kate, thank you very much for the super chat contribution. I appreciate it very much. And thank you for reminding me about that. I will get you Hidbitar on the show to discuss that. And thank you to Chris and Nina and Paziamores for this week's topics. I appreciate it very much. You make this patron stream possible. And to all the Rothman Premium and Patreon members out there, thank you so much for making all of this possible. This has been the patron stream. The replay of this will only be available on Patreon and Rothman Premium. So if you catch it live, you catch it live. But otherwise, the replay of this particular stream only available on Rothman Premium and Patreon. And become a patron, patreon.com/RonPlacone. A give what you can level. There are no tiers. No matter what you give, whether it's $1 or more, you get all the same stuff. You get the patron Zoom show once a week, where I do a Zoom show for patrons and Rothman Premium members. You get the patron stream once a week, where you get the replay of it, and you can drop stuff for it. And I'll make you a theme song. Come get your theme song. Patreon.com/RonPlacone. All right, folks. I have some family business to attend to. So there will be no regular Get Your News On with Ron on Monday. We will be back Tuesday, and I am extremely excited about Tuesday. Ernesto Falcon is going to be on the show. Ernesto is very heavily involved with the Electronic Frontier Foundation and is very heavily involved in the proposed broadband infrastructure in California. Ernesto knows that inside and out. And we are going to discuss every single factor around the municipal broadband proposal here in California. What's happening, the short summary of it, Governor Gavin Newsom, wants to allocate $7 billion to a broadband infrastructure plan in California. If this goes through, we will have some of the best broadband infrastructure in the country, but probably the best in the country. And I'd imagine we'll be competitive in the world even. And this would be huge, not just for California, but for the entire country, because once California gets it, other places will follow. So this could be a huge game changer. Again, not just for California, but the entire country. So we're going to discuss everything going on. Why the legislature seems to want to hold it up. Why are they doing that? What's going on? What can we do as citizens? We are going to be going through all of that on Tuesday, and I can't wait for that. That'll be at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, right here. You can catch it on Rockfin. You can catch it on my YouTube, and you can catch it on Twitter as well. I stream on Twitter regularly. I don't for the patron streams, but every other time I do stream on Twitter. All right, folks. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Thank you again. Let me give another shout out. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Paziamores. You help keep the show on the air. Thank you, Kate. And thank you, Richard. Y'all help keep the show on the air. And thank you so much for being here and starting your Thursday with me. Usually I do the Patreon streams on Sundays. It's weird when I have to alter the day. But again, I got a family thing going on, so I had to switch it up. So it's a little different. Feels different. I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah. Anyway, so you get it. All right. I will see you all soon. I will see you all on Tuesday. And man, before you know it, I'm going to be seeing y'all on the road again. Got to stay positive. Got to stay positive. That, to quote the Hold Steady, one of my favorite bands. You know what they would say? Test negative, stay positive. You know? All right. Thank you all so much for being part of this. And you know the drill. Lucy says meow. And I say peace. I say general strike, mutual aid. Peace.